Okay, guys, so I am about to clean these shoes. They are not too bad, but they can definitely use some cleaning. So first of all, I have a scrub brush that I use. Then I have a toothbrush. I also have a nail brush that I got actually from the dollar store. So all this stuff I'm showing you, I got from actually the Dollar Tree. Okay, I also use these quick erasers. You know, they kind of look like magic erasers, but they are not magic erasers like the one that Mr. Clean makes. I get these from the dollar store, and they work very well, but they fall apart very easy. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to clean these things for you. Clean these shoes. Remember, these are my tools. And what I use to clean is I spray the bottom with OxyClean and the sides with OxyClean. It is absolutely phenomenal. It works very well on cleaning my shoes. This is all the product that I use in water. That is it. Okay, let's get to it. So first, I start by wetting up the bottom of the shoe. So I wet it up a little bit into the water. And then I spray the bottom of it with my OxyClean. So see, here's the bottom, guys. Look what the bottom looks like. Okay. And I do this same exact step with all of my shoes. And this OxyClean only cost about $3, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not very expensive at all. Okay. And I've cleaned, and I still have more than half a bottle left, and I've cleaned about 50 pairs of shoes with it already. All right. So I just go ahead and work it in a little bit with my small brush, just to kind of get it nice and smeared in, and it gives it a little bit of time for the product to actually sit on the shoe. Then I go in and I scrub. And let me explain, guys. Let me turn it around. Sorry. Scrubbing is not necessarily how hard you're scrubbing, but about the repetition of going back and forth. I go in different angles, and I kind of hit it a little bit when I see marks like this to see if maybe I could get it off by just doing that. Sometimes these marks do not come off, so then it is what it is. But I'll spray just a little bit more in the problem areas, kind of take it a moment, let it sit for a second, and go ahead and do the sides. Okay, so now I'm doing the sides with my brush. Of course, I'm making sure I'm not hitting the lining of the shoe too hard. I don't want to break the shoe, but I definitely want to get it as clean as I can, because clean shoes sell. That's just the way it is. Clean shoes and shoes that are in good condition, they sell. So for the sides, I am going to scrub with my little brush. Get it really good. Okay. Just scrubbing. See that? Nice and white that is compared to this shoe. So see? You know, it wasn't too dirty, but it's still pretty white here compared to the one at the top. Okay. And I also scrub a little bit with the brush just to kind of clean the top portions of it. See if I can get off any marks that are up here as well. Here's my problem area again. See what I can do for it. I'm not going to kill myself if I can't get that part clean. They are used shoes, so people do expect for them to have, you know, some marks on them, especially the bottom of the shoes. You know, that takes the most beating. But the most important part to me is to make sure that it has good thread on the bottom when I'm sourcing shoes. So all right, so as you can see, this compared to that, and what I did notice as I was cleaning the shoe is that this is a little loose. But what I'll do is just put some glue here in order to make sure it stays. That's not that big of a deal. Okay, that's definitely not a deal breaker for me in selling my shoes. Also, with the tongue, I am going to spray that a little bit and kind of get that a little bit cleaner than it is. And I always use my small brush that I have to clean the fabric. It makes it a lot easier, and it's not so rough like the big brush is. I don't want to damage the shoe, but I do want to try my best, see, to kind of get it clean as I can anyhow. And sometimes, like within here, it gets a little dirty, and so I will go ahead and spray a little bit here within the shoe and scrape that as well. I let them dry, air dry. So, but I try my best not to get too much of the inside of the shoe wet unless I absolutely have to. I wipe these shoes down in the inside, but there's no need for me to soak the shoe. And you know, you have to be careful when you soak the shoes because you also don't want the glue to come apart on the shoe. So this is my after. This was the other shoe before. Definitely got some dirt off the bottom. These stains look like pretty easy. But if you look at the sides of the shoe, also I take a towel and wipe them off. So let me do that. You can see the difference in the top of this shoe versus the bottom of, you know, the bottom of this shoe versus the bottom of that shoe. Now, what I do in addition to cleaning it with my scrubber, I go over the white parts, especially with my little quick eraser scrub, because it does make it whiter. You can see that just in what I just did. It makes it, just look at this section right here. And as I scrub it with the eraser, what it ends up making it look like. It gets that dirt and grime. Like I said, it does fall apart because I got the cheap ones from the Dollar Tree, but I don't care because it's, you know, it doesn't cost me that much, and I'm able to really get the sides of my shoes very clean with this. This is like a huge deal. So again, looking at this shoe, my bottom one that I just cleaned compared to my top one, I mean, it's a major difference. It just is. And of course the top looks cleaner because it's been wet, so it's darker. Once it dry, I'll be able to see a better look. I wouldn't use my magic eraser on the bottom. It's just not worth it. So that's that shoe. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean and spray down this shoe and clean it. I do kind of go around in a circular motion. That just makes sure I'm going in all different directions. It's the best I can to try to get the shoe clean. The OxiClean works really well for these shoes. I use the same routine no matter what shoe I am cleaning. It's the same routine, and it works very well for me in getting my shoes clean. Of course, the idea is to source shoes that don't require a lot of cleaning, but sometimes when you get a really good deal, you just don't have as much of an option. You know, it's kind of like, shoot, if I can get a shoe for $1 and flip it for $25, $30 or even more sometimes, then hey, I just got to put a little bit more work into it. And oftentimes I do have like my kids to help me. I'm gonna have a 15-year-old and I'll pay him a little something. He'll help me scrub and drop my shoe. Scrubbing so hard, or not hard, but scrubbing on the corner of my sink here. Make sure I go over the shoe a little bit, just kind of easy. I don't want to mess with any of the designs that is on the shoe. Right, I just kind of wipe the shoe off. Pay no attention to my towel. It has been through heck and back. So just wiping the shoe. And as you can see, it is nice and white, but I am still going to use my magic eraser because sometimes when you think it's white and you go over it with the magic eraser, it gets even whiter. And it doesn't cease to amaze me. This is definitely, let me get this. This is definitely my secret weapon. This is my secret weapon on any whites. It is major, okay? And it's only $1 and some change after tax from Dollar Tree. And it just makes the world of difference. I do hate the way it falls apart. If I invested in the more expensive ones, the name brand ones, sorry, they wouldn't fall apart as much. But I try to keep my costs down so that my profit is high. You know what I mean? So, and voila. They are ready for resale. Now, with the shoestrings, what I do is I spray them, wet them up, spray them with a little OxiClean, because as you can see, they are dirty as well. Do like that. Rub them really good together. Try to clean them as best I can. Rinse them out. And wring them out and let them dry. So that's that, guys. Here's my Skechers that I just cleaned. Here are their shoestrings. I will let them dry and get them pictured and posted for resale. So it doesn't require a whole lot, guys. Hope that helps. Bye. And look at those right there. See that difference? The difference. Dirty, clean. Dirty, clean.